Hello, everyone, and welcome to Celebrity Pulse. Justin Baldoni files $250 million lawsuit against the New York Times over alleged defamation related to Blake Lively harassment claims. Justin Baldoni has initiated a high-profile legal battle following allegations of harassment brought forward by his It Ends With Us co-star, Blake Lively. Days after Lively lodged a formal complaint accusing Baldoni of sexual harassment and orchestrating a smear campaign against her, the actor, along with a group of 9 other plaintiffs, has filed a $250 million defamation lawsuit against the New York Times, NYT. The lawsuit targets the publication's December 21st report, which detailed Lively's accusations and allegedly presented a biased narrative. Brian Friedman, the attorney representing Baldoni and the plaintiffs, filed the case on December 31st in Los Angeles Superior Court. In a statement to E! News, Friedman accused the New York Times of abandoning journalistic integrity. He stated, "The NYT succumbed to the influence of two powerful and seemingly untouchable Hollywood elites, disregarding the ethical standards once associated with the publication. They selectively edited and manipulated text messages, deliberately omitting evidence that contradicted their chosen narrative." In response to the legal challenge, the New York Times issued a statement affirming its commitment to journalistic standards. "We plan to vigorously defend against the lawsuit," the statement declared. "As an independent news organization, our role is to follow the facts wherever they lead." The story in question was thoroughly and responsibly reported, relying on a comprehensive review of thousands of pages of original documents, including text messages and emails, all of which were quoted accurately and at length. Lively's initial complaint, which named Baldoni, his production company Wayfarer, as well as associates Jamie Heath, publicist Jennifer Abel, and crisis communications consultant Melissa Nathan, among others, as defendants, was filed with the California Civil Rights Department. Simultaneously, Lively's legal team also pursued action in the Southern District of New York with a federal lawsuit filed on December 31st. In response to Baldoni's lawsuit against the New York Times, representatives for Lively maintain their stance, emphasizing that the actor's claims do not alter the allegations outlined in Lively's complaints. Nothing in this lawsuit changes the fundamental facts or claims advanced in Ms. Lively's California Civil Rights Department complaint, nor her federal lawsuit, filed earlier today, Lively's attorneys said in a statement to E! News. The statement continued, "While we will not litigate this matter in the press, we encourage the public to review Ms. Lively's complaint in its entirety. We remain prepared to address each of Wayfarer's allegations comprehensively in court." This unfolding legal battle not only places Baldoni and Lively at the center of a contentious dispute, but also raises broader questions about the role and responsibility of media in reporting high-stakes allegations involving public figures. Friedman, representing Baldoni and Wayfarer Studios, dismisses Lively's allegations as desperate and baseless. Brian Friedman, the legal counsel for Justin Baldoni and his production company Wayfarer Studios, issued a scathing rebuttal to Blake Lively's complaints, dismissing her allegations as both unfounded and manipulative. Friedman described the claims as nothing more than another desperate attempt to repair her tarnished public image. "These accusations are entirely fabricated," Friedman emphasized. "They are outrageous, deliberately provocative, and clearly designed to inflict reputational harm while reigniting a sensationalized narrative in the media." Blake Lively, known for her role in Gossip Girl, filed 2 formal complaints, one with the California Civil Rights Department and another at the federal level. Both complaints detailed a meeting that took place in January 2024 to address what was described as a hostile work environment that had nearly derailed the production of It Ends With Us. The complaints, obtained by E! News, revealed that the meeting included several key individuals, among them Lively, her husband Ryan Reynolds, Justin Baldoni, Wayfarer executive Jamie Heath, and other involved parties. During the meeting, the group reportedly discussed in depth the inappropriate behaviors allegedly exhibited by Baldoni and Heath. According to Lively's accounts, these behaviors negatively affected her employees, and other members of the production team. The complaint outlined specific examples of the alleged misconduct. These included Baldoni or Heath showing explicit videos or images of women, including the producer's wife, to Lively or her team, and remarks referencing Baldoni's and Heath's past struggles with pornography addiction. Additionally, the complaint noted inappropriate comments about Lively's late father, actor Ernie Lively. Following the meeting, an agreement was reached among all parties that the behaviors would cease immediately. This resolution allowed production to proceed and conclude the following month. Despite this resolution, Lively's complaint alleges that the smear campaign initiated by Baldoni and his associates caused significant personal and professional damage, extending beyond her career to deeply affect her family. The documents highlight the toll on Lively's and Reynolds' 4 children: James, 10, Inez, 8, Betty, 5, and Olin, born in 2023. The complaints describe how the allegations and subsequent fallout have caused profound emotional upheaval for the family. The most heartbreaking impact has been on the couple's young children, who have been emotionally traumatized, the complaint reads. Their sense of stability and well-being has been profoundly disrupted. Lively's struggles with the aftermath are also detailed in the documents, which note that her mental health has suffered significantly. There are days when she struggles to find the strength to get out of bed, and she often opts to avoid appearing in public, the complaint states. While she has continued to manage her personal life and professional commitments, she has endured immense grief, fear, trauma, and severe anxiety in private. The fallout from Lively's allegations has sparked widespread reactions within the entertainment industry, with several high-profile figures voicing their opinions on the matter. Blake Lively's attorneys respond to escalating attacks by Justin Baldoni's legal team. Blake Lively's legal representatives have firmly countered the recent allegations and legal maneuvers initiated by Justin Baldoni and his team. Amid Baldoni's high-stakes $250 million defamation lawsuit against the New York Times, stemming from an article that detailed a purported smear campaign targeting the gossip girl alum after allegations of sexual harassment surfaced, Lively's lawyers have characterized the moves as additional assaults on their client. This is not a matter of creative disagreements or a simple she said scenario, Lively's attorneys declared in a strongly worded statement to E! News on January 6. They underscored that the claims laid out in Lively's original complaint are grave accusations involving sexual harassment and retaliatory actions. Lively's legal team accused Baldoni and his production company, Wayfair Studios, of orchestrating unlawful and retaliatory efforts against Ms. Lively, as detailed in her initial filing with the California Civil Rights Department. They emphasized that her complaint was focused on her attempts to ensure safety for herself and others during the production of It Ends With Us. The attorneys went further, asserting that Baldoni's lawsuit against the New York Times was a calculated effort to perpetuate harm against Lively. This lawsuit has served as a platform for Mr. Baldoni and his associates to intensify their attacks on Ms. Lively following her complaint, they stated. In the ongoing case, Baldoni's legal team, including attorney Brian Friedman, has signaled intentions to take additional legal actions, with Friedman telling NBC News that Baldoni absolutely plans to file a separate lawsuit against Lively. The Times lawsuit, as obtained by E! News, positions itself as an effort to hold the publication accountable for its role in what Baldoni describes as a defamation campaign. It further suggests that this lawsuit is merely the first step, with Baldoni's team vowing there are other individuals complicit in this, and more lawsuits will follow. Meanwhile, Lively's legal counsel continues to stand firmly by the allegations outlined in her initial civil rights complaint. They reiterated that harassment and retaliation are unequivocally illegal across all industries and workplaces. Sexual harassment and retaliation are violations of fundamental laws, her attorneys stated. They highlighted tactics often employed to discredit victims, including suggesting that the complainant invited the behavior, misunderstood intentions, exaggerated, or fabricated the allegations entirely. These strategies, including flipping the roles of victim and offender, serve to trivialize and normalize severe misconduct, the statement continued. Lively's team emphasized that public media statements are not a viable defense against her claims and reaffirmed their commitment to pursuing justice through the courts. The courtroom, governed by the rule of law, is where these matters will be resolved, not in the court of public opinion or through veiled threats. On the other hand, Baldoni's team doubled down on their narrative, describing the Times article as a misleading account based on partial truths. Friedman accused Lively's team of orchestrating a smear campaign of their own, alleging that they supplied the New York Times with heavily edited documents before filing the formal complaint. According to E! News, Friedman commented, "It is highly ironic that Ms. Lively is accusing Mr. Baldoni of weaponizing the media. This attack was, in fact, initiated by her legal team, who provided distorted and selectively edited documents to the media. We are fully prepared to release comprehensive evidence that will expose a consistent pattern of manipulation and deliberate attempts to seize control of the film project." What are your thoughts on the ongoing legal battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively? Don't forget to like and follow our channel to stay updated with the latest news. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.
Thank you.